Hey y'all, hope everybody's doing good. It's been a little while, but I've got a couple of journals I'm going to be putting in my Etsy shop today. This one has HoneyBee on it. I think front and back, I think there's 80 pages. It's got a little cloth tie for closure. And at the moment I'm doing this one-handed, so I apologize. My storage shed that I bought for my crafts, it turned into a storage shed. My she shed, I've not given up on it, but right now it's just the way it is. So forgive the mess behind me too. But it's HoneyBee. And I can measure that for you right quick. I hope everybody's doing good. Let's see, it's about 5, almost 6 wide by, I'd say about 7 3/4, because some of that is not hard, it's just the cloth part. So 7 3/4, and the spine is about 1 3/4, or give or take. It's got 2 signatures. The back looks like this with the bees. I got a little cloth ribbon thing there that I made, and this is pretty. That's a vine of flowers and a little like an applique flower, and that's the inside. And I do have my fan going. I hope that doesn't bother the sound. Put my glasses down. And this is the front page here, and it's a tip-in. I tried to get this to go out some, but it is closed up. It's a tip-in. Right here you've got a flip up, and a "This Book Belongs To" tag. It says journal. And that's vintage courthouse paper. I think out of the clerk of court's office, maybe. And that's from a book. And then a pretty picture. I put not a parachute, a hot air balloon. And it kind of gives the feel of you're going to go over a hot air balloon over the field. And there's a pretty Chinese lantern. Vintage dictionary, and vintage map. Another vintage dictionary. It's a smaller book. Got a barometer there, and that's just, I thought that was neat, the picture of the lady. And that one is rosemary on the other side. Got some script stamping here and there. And this, I really wanted to call it the Martha Lennon journal, because this came from an estate sale, and Martha Lennon is the one who did the sweater. I think it's for knitting, and I just thought that would have been pretty, but it has the bees on the front, so I don't know. It's got a few for things in here, actually. It's got this, and and here is a little tuck spot pocket. Here is a small journal within the journal. And then a smaller journal within that journal. Isn't that so cute? And there's a little flip up to write with, and it holds that. And there's a little notepad thing. And that's the little journal. So a journal, a little journal, and another little journal in the journals. Script stamping, coffee dyed paper. There's a little laugh embellishment charm. This is a tip-in. It flips up. There's a pocket. Let integrity and uprightness preserve me, for I wait on thee. Psalm 25:21. There's some journaling cards in there, pretty. Coffee dye paper, vintage music. There's a little paper clip embellishment. The back side could be used. I put a little cutout from an old advertisement. There's the other part of the Martha Linen, the sweater knit paper. I guess it tells, I don't knit, so I guess it tells how to knit a sweater, or maybe part of it. She did a lot. She crocheted, she knitted, she tatted. Also, I don't mean to get so close, I was going to show you, I got a whole bunch of her work. I guess you call that tatting. Somebody correct me if it's not right. It was a whole ball of it, so I've been using it. I got a tablecloth that she was working on. I got a lot of her items, and I think she would be happy to know that her items, her craft items, live on in other work. There's a little flip up envelope. Hope is believing in a brighter tomorrow. Got a little spot for journaling, and an envelope you can put stuff in. I think this came from her too. Some of her work. Okay, here's the other piece of that paper and the quart paper. Second signature, I think this is my favorite page. I love that applique right there. I just love that. It's so pretty with the heart. There's a little memo pad piece, some graph paper. I think this was out of a Helen Steiner Rice book, and I put a paper piece of ephemera on there. That was a sticker. And here's a paper bag in the center. Well, it's not in the center, it's in part of the second signature. There's a little pocket, vintage music. There's a stamp, a used stamp. There's another stamp. I don't think that one's been used, and that's old. Don't know what year, but it was a 5-cent stamp. Okay, coffee dye paper, vintage dictionary. Here's a tuck spot. Just some pieces of paper there to journal on. I think whoever gets this will be very pleased because it's just really pretty and has a lot of places to journal on it. And there's a tag I made. I thought she was just beautiful, so I put that on there. It's coffee dye paper on the back, and I call that memories. This little pocket, and there's a pocket too right there, and a bigger one. That's some more of Miss Martha Linen's tatting. And this charm is Dream, coffee dyed paper, music sheets, coffee dyed dictionary. Put some lace on this one. And this is a hidden paper clip and just a little piece of paper. It's folded like an envelope, but it's not an envelope. And in this piece, I love these pieces right here. They just flip down for all kind of journaling there. It's pretty little edging on it, and it's inked up, and it just fits right there. And then here's some not tags, but tickets. Here's the other part of the paper bag. There's one of my little curly Q paper clips I made. They're easy to do. And here you have some places to journal, and inside this bag there is a pretty green little bag, and I put some doodads in there that you could use to embellish, you know, any sections of the journal you wanted to. Or you could just leave it in there just because. It doesn't want to close. Okay, I'll close that later, one-handed here. And the other side, I got a little pocket, some journaling places. Oh, that's the other page. This is grow through what you go through. That is so true. Makes you a better, bigger person. Okay, and the other page of the Helen Steiner Rice page, graph paper. In the back, you have one of the envelopes with a little window, and I've embellished that up, and there's the tag for it. And that just goes right in there. And I thought it was really cute to push that down. Yes, I'm having a disaster. And then the lady just kind of goes right to that window. I thought it was so neat. And that's the first one. So I will fix this in a minute. I'll show you the other one. I have a smaller journal that was made of a paper bag. Well, I dropped that too. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, let me push that over there. Just change hands. How about that? This is the other one. I haven't really named this one, but it has a sewing theme about it. It's not totally sewing themed, but it has a sewing theme. And this is some more of Miss Martha Lennon's tatting that she made. I used it, and you could leave it as a tie closure, or you could take it and embellish pages in it if you wish to. Okay. So this right here, it is a small paper bag, so there's a spot here, and inside there is a book page envelope that I made. So this comes open, and there's some little pieces of paper and things down in there. There's a tag here. It's copied out on the back. And here you've got a little tuck spot. I don't know right offhand how many pages there are, but when I put it on Etsy, I will tell the measurements and how many pages there are. I think it's just one signature, I believe. There's a tag, and there's a piece of my tape that I made to look old. I love doing that. There's some wax paper for the crunchiness. Here's some pretty tags you could write on. Here's a pocket I made with some washi tape. Now this right here is so cool, I think. I'm sure you've seen it before. You fold it, and if I don't tear it before I get this open, my apologies. I inked it right there so it looks like the lock is closed when you close that paper. And then you've got a tag. There's a pocket here, a pocket here, little one, and pocket in the back. Vintage dictionary. You've got a coin pocket, coin envelope. Got some little pieces of paper in there, and this little circle I used to just help it stay down. And there you have a tag and a milk, what do you call those? Milk thing. There's a tag and some tickets, buttons and patches, and the cold wind blowing. The days pass quickly when I'm sewing. Get your little curly Q pin up there. There's another pocket. I turned this one in half and then just decorated it to make it interesting. There's some graph paper. Here's a little book page pocket, and this is I thought it was a handsome airman. I have found the one whom my soul loves. And there's a belly band, and just some little sheets of graph paper, some more tickets, vintage music, coffee dyed paper. This looks like a pocket, but it has an invisible paper clip. or hidden paper clip. You take that off and that unfolds, and then you have some more of the paper in there. Then you have some scripture. Just some random stamping I did on the other side of this dictionary page. Not sewing themed. I love those little paper clips. So cute. They were so fun to make too. I do have a video on that too, a tutorial. That's pretty, I thought. Little girl. Some more of the antique tape. It's just, made to look antique. That's a little envelope pocket right there. And that looks like homemade paper. Now, I did buy it at Hobby Lobby, but it looks homemade. It's like homemade paper. And that's the back side there. The little tag. And this right here sits between these two little circles. And this is a little writing section here, a little memo section. There's a pocket, and there's a vintage style little girl picture right there. And that's the back. So these two will be going to the Etsy shop. If anybody's interested in them before I put them on Etsy today, let me know down below. And I appreciate y'all watching. And thank you, and have a wonderful day, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.